What is up, everyone? Welcome back to my channel, and for today's video I'm going to be doing a challenge for you guys. I'm super excited to be doing this. It is called the JUNO Sponge Challenge, and what that consists of is we're just going to pretty much apply a full face of makeup using only the JUNO microfiber sponges, and I am pretty excited about this. And I feel like I want to take JUNO up on this JUNO Sponge Challenge and see what happens with it. So if you guys are interested in seeing how this ends, then just keep watching. I do have a few of their sponges. I do have their JUNO Fusion Sponge, which is shaped just like this. Has a flat top. It's kind of like flat and cut out right there, and then it's just all microfiber, as you can see as I'm like touching it. It's amazing. I love the way it feels on my face, and it glides everything on amazingly. So have that sponge. I actually have two of those, so if I need to break this one out, I do have a backup to break out another sponge just in case. And I also recently got sent the JUNO Microfiber Velvet Sponge, and this one I have opened up but I have not used yet, so I'm really excited about trying this one out. This one is a little bit smaller, pretty much the same as far as like the microfiber goes. It does have a pointed tip and then a flat surface on one side of the sponge. It does have a flat top at the end of the egg, so this one does have more of like the round shape, and then the microfiber velvet sponge has that flat tip right there. So that'd be good to like pounce on foundation or whatnot. Here are both of them side by side, just in case you are wondering and seeing which one you may want to get, which one you may choose between the two, but pretty much both the same feel as far as the sponges go. I've already moisturized my face. I'm gonna go in with a primer. I'm just gonna take it and just put it right on the sponge. Going in with the Physicians Formula Spotlight Primer. I did do a video on this. I have been using it non-stop lately. I actually really like the way that this primer primes my face. So we're just gonna go ahead. This is a dry sponge. I am just going in and applying it on my face, making sure I evenly distribute it. And I do want to apologize in advance. They are doing some construction. They're doing construction next door. There's nothing I can do about that. So we're just gonna have to muscle through this video. I am so sorry that that's going on right now. It sounds ridiculous. Now I'm gonna go in with the Physicians Formula Healthy Foundation. I do like this foundation as well, but I have been mixing it with another foundation, which I'm just going to show you. Just gonna stick that in the under eye area and towards like the highlighted areas as well. Then I'm going in with the Wet n Wild Cushion Foundation. This is bomb. I love this foundation. Going straight into the Cushion Foundation with my Fusion Sponge, and we're just gonna start blending out the foundation that I already have on my face. Obviously, you've probably already noticed I have done my brows already, just because I usually just apply with a brow pencil anyway, so there's no need to use a sponge for the brows. So I just went ahead and did that step so we don't have to go back to it later. You can do more of like a pouncing with this sponge, or if you want to like blend it in, it does blend in like that from the microfiber, which I do like that option as well. And it helps also blend out that foundation, so I'm loving that feature of the sponge. And the best part about these sponges, they're super affordable. Cannot go wrong with them. I'm gonna be quite honest, I'm not a big fan of using sponges for foundation, but with these ones, I love using this for foundation just because it doesn't soak up as much foundation as other sponges usually do. Usually other sponges soak up about like 70% of the foundation that you are going to apply on your face. So there goes more than half of your foundation. And this, you can see, like, I went in and I dabbed out, and I have a pretty good medium to almost full coverage look on my face. I'm gonna go in with the Makeup Revolution Conceal and Define Highlighter. Just gonna place that in the highlighted areas, of course. And then I'm going to go ahead and blend all of the highlighted areas out. We're going to go back in with contouring, and I'm going in with the Makeup Revolution Conceal and Define down the sides of my nose, and then I'm also going to hit the hollows of my cheek. And a little bit on the forehead, and the jawline. I'm going to flip the sponge, and I'm going to start blending out with this oval shape right here. And that's going to get right into the hollow. And then as you're blending, make sure you blend upwards. Oh my gosh, it's so pretty. I love that contour shade. As I'm blending into the hairline. You don't want to bring it too far down. And then you can't forget the jawline. Zoom you in just a tad. There you go. Hi. I'm going to go in with a little bit of cream highlighting before I set the rest of my face with powder. And for cream highlight, I have been obsessing over this Physicians Formula Butter Highlighter. This one is in the shade Champagne. Pick it up from the tip. And I'm just going to apply that with the sponge, of course. Oh my gosh, it's so pretty. It gives you like a super subtle highlight right now, but this is buildable and it's so good. Look at that glow. Ooh, she glowing. She glowing. So now that we have pretty much put on all of our liquids, creams, Ruby Kiss, Never Touch Up, color correcting yellow powder, just pretty much a banana powder, I'm going to go in with the pointed area, and we're going to go ahead and set my under eyes. Go back in with my JUNO sponge, and we're going to set the bronzed areas. I am going to go in with the rounder tip, digging into this e.l.f. bronzer. This one is in Perpetually Tan. Just going to go ahead and set the hollow of the cheek. And of course, we're blending up. You never want to pull bronzer down. Always blend upwards. Setting my forehead. Dip back into that bronzer. With the same JUNO sponge, and we hit the bronzer on this side. Now we're going to turn it around, and with my face powder is LA Colors Mineral Press Powder. This one is in the shade Toasted Almond. I'm just going to hit the areas that I haven't set yet. Going back in with the Microfiber Velvet Sponge. I'm going to clean up my contour just a tad. Kind of pressing the highlighted area where I kind of started baking into the skin. We're just going to blend all of that out. Since I can't use a brush to do that, we just gonna make it work. Super pretty iridescent pinky shade. Going back in with my trusted JUNO sponge. Gonna hit up this back side right here, and we're just gonna set those highlighted areas on the higher parts of the cheek. Ooh, glowy. I love this glow. I've been really into just the glowy look lately, so this is giving me life at the moment. If you gotta go back in and blend out the highlighted area, if you put too much highlight in, it seeps right into the bronzer, just go ahead and whatever's left on your sponge or just lightly tap back into your bronzer, and you can just blend that out, and that'll help soften up that highlighted area. I'm gonna go in with blush. I'm gonna go in with LA Colors Mineral Blush. This is in Natural, and I'm gonna just find a spot that I haven't really used on my sponge and smile, and then blend that blush back into the contour. I'm just gonna put a little bit on the tip of my nose, just to kind of give some color back into the face. I'm not doing that bad with the face. I've actually pretty much just completed a whole look with this one sponge, and then of course I went in with the highlighted areas with that sponge, but now it's gonna get a little bit trickier. I am kind of getting nervous about this. Okay, let's start on the eyes. I'm gonna go in with this Gold Luster palette. This I got sent by Juno. I have not used it yet, so I'm pretty excited I'm going to be using it. And I feel like this really will go good with the look. We have a really good goddess kind of glow going on right now, so I'm trying to keep it going, just trying to keep it going. So this is what the palette looks like, the actual palette itself. How gorgeous are these colors? So pretty. And it does come with a mirror, which is very convenient, especially for travel. Okay, let's do this. Let's do the eyes. I don't even know what I'm gonna do with the eyes yet. I don't know. I kind of want to cut crease it, but maybe I'm reaching too far. I'm gonna go in with my microfiber going in with my microfiber I can't even say the word. I'm going in with my microfiber velvet sponge. Mostly hit up that tip area. We're gonna go ahead and dip into Glimmer. I'm gonna dip it right into that tip of that sponge, and we're gonna start off with highlighting the brow bone. Just gonna soften that highlight and just go in with this part of my sponge and just soften that highlight just a tad. That's how we blending today. Use that as a transition. I'm just kind of like hitting a little bit of it on the back of my hand just to kind of not put too much pigment on there. And then we're just gonna start blending out. And when it comes down to the lid, that's cool too. I'm gonna go in with this shade right here, Crush. Palette's bomb. It's blending out super nicely, even with a sponge. And then to help blend out any areas that I feel like needs to be kind of toned down from the shadow, I'm just going in with the back end right here of the velvet sponge and just kind of lightly tapping, and that is blending out the shadow beautifully. We blend that right back in to the transition. Okay. This is going way better than I expected. I figured I'd look like a raccoon by now. Going in with Sienna, using the tip. Now we're gonna place that on the outer V of the lid. I'm gonna go in with some concealer. I think I'm just gonna do a mini cut crease. We're gonna try it out. Let's wing it. So I'm gonna go in with ColourPop's No Filter Concealer, and then I'm going to go ahead use the tip of my sponge, hit that front part of my eye to cut the crease.
Perfect.
You could feel my heart right now. It's literally pounding out of my chest. I am so scared. Breathe. I'm like forgetting to breathe over here. Guys, my eyelid, so we're just gonna go ahead and hit that for the cut crease. Oh my gosh, okay. Woo! That is so pretty. That area. Okay, we did it. Now to do the other eye.
Perfect.
Going back in with glisten with my Juno right in to the eyelid. Oh my gosh, that looks so good. I'm not gonna lie, I'm kind of like really proud of myself right now. I'm loving the way this is looking, honestly. Wow, it's so pretty. These shadows are bomb. I have their website and everything obviously linked down below if you want to check out their palettes. I'm gonna pick up Crush once again. I'm just gonna go into the crease of the look, just kind of blend out that area. And I'm just gonna hit that in the outer corner, just so it all kind of blends in with the cut crease. To deepen the crease up just a tad, we're gonna go in with, let's go in with Baked. So that brown right there, just gonna deepen that up. Deepen it up even more. Let's go in and hit that High Temp shadow, that deeper brown. Brighten up that gold again.
Perfect.
We're gonna hit up the last deep shade, Midnight. And we'll go ahead. Whoo! More depth. You see how it just kind of makes the look complete for sure. I don't want to go too far out with the black shadow. Stop. While everything still looks good. Let's go ahead and go in with the shade Sienna. Just gonna go ahead, pick it up once again with the Microfiber Velvet Sponge. We're just gonna hit that in the lower lash line. I'm gonna go back in with High Temp, that dark brown shade, the upper lid, and that look. It's gonna bring it like midway down the lash line. We're not gonna go all the way across. Looks super good. I'm super happy with the way my eyes look right now. Holy crap, I can't believe I just did that with a sponge, guys. Woo! Okay. Alright, I'm still like on a high right now. A liquid lipstick on the lips, and then I will be back with the final look. Applied the lashes, applied mascara, applied a lip. If you're wondering what lip I'm wearing, I am using the NYX Soft Matte Lip Cream in Dubai. Absolutely love this, one of my favorite colors. Oh, and I just realized that all of my makeup that I use is drugstore related, so this is more on the more affordable side, but you look glam. And you did it all with a sponge, or I did it all with a sponge, which I am super stoked that I ended up doing. I didn't put no liner on the lid, I just kept it as is. And this is how my cut crease ended up looking with the lashes on. So of course the lashes just kind of put it all together. Can't live without the lashes, of course I had to put them on. I like to go ahead and just kind of retouch up some highlighted areas. I do like to hit up my inner corner, so we're gonna go ahead and quickly do that. And I'm just gonna grab my JUNO sponge. We're gonna go ahead and hit up the shade Shandon, this one, that one right there. And I'm just gonna take like the corner of the sponge, pick up that, I'm gonna hit that right in the inner corner. As you can see, that right there literally makes the whole eye look pop. I'm gonna go in with the same shade. I'm just gonna hit up just a little bit on the tip of my nose. I hit up that highlight just one more time. Go back in. Just gonna lightly tap whatever's left on the sponge right on the Cupid's bow. Just gonna use some Maria Badescu facial spray. So what do? I just throw a beanie on and call it good. So that's what we're just gonna do for the hair today. And yeah, that is the look. Here is the final look. And I will have 3 people tagged below to do the challenge if you guys are down for it. I used literally 2 sponges. I used the JUNO Fusion sponge, and then I used the Microfiber Velvet sponge. Both of these, if you are wondering, they are $6 a piece, and you saw how it did my whole face. It came through, and I'm loving the whole glowy goddess look I have going on. I am definitely feeling myself, I'm not gonna lie. I love the look. I can't believe I created a cut crease with these sponges. I am in shock, in complete shock. I was just kidding when I had said I was doing the challenge, I was just kidding when I was like, yeah, we might do a cut crease. But then you know what? I was like, what do we have to lose? Let's do it. I'm down. If you're game, I'm game. Let's do this challenge. I am super stoked that it ended up working out in my favor, and I love the fact that the eyeshadows blend so nicely. I still cannot believe I created a whole look with these 2 sponges, a whole eye look with these 2 sponges, and it came through. I did not end up using my last JUNO Fusion sponge that I had just hanging out just in case. It was nice to have as backup, but I'm so happy I didn't end up having to use it. I just kind of made it work with these 2. Oh, and if you are wondering about the Gold Luster Prism palette, absolutely gorgeous palette. Love the shades in here. I used quite a bit of shades in this palette to create this whole look, and I also used some of like the highlighting shades, like that Shandon shade right there. I used that to kind of finish off the highlight on the higher parts of my cheekbone, as well as like the center of my nose, my inner corner, all that. So I mean, it's a very versatile palette. If you are wondering how much this palette is, it is $14. Like I said, I will have the link to JUNO down below. They have dollar lashes, they have amazing affordable brushes, like $2 face brushes, a lot of other useful sponges, useful brushes. I have quite a bit of the brushes, and I use them for myself, I use them on clients, and I absolutely love Juno and their products. But yeah, I guess that's everything for this video. Like this video if you enjoyed watching this challenge, and please subscribe if you haven't already. I'd greatly appreciate it. I'll list my Twitter, my Facebook page, my Instagram, and my vlogging channel all right here. Everything also will be listed down below as well. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.